Hello, my name is Brian Linnekens, and I'm the President of Global Innovation Development. Real estate development projects can be broken down into 7 phases: feasibility, design, financing, construction, marketing, operation, and management. Many of these phases are considered critical path items, meaning that they must be undertaken prior to moving on to another phase, whereas several of those phases can be undertaken simultaneously. So understanding how these phases work together is critical to ensuring that your project doesn't suffer from wasted time and consequently wasted money. For example, your marketing efforts really can begin immediately after the feasibility is completed and you begin developing the design boards. This will allow you to begin generating awareness and excitement about your project as soon as you have completed those initial renderings to show to the public. Likewise, design and financing usually overlap because a developer wants to use as much time as possible after the feasibility to begin attracting and securing the best financing terms. And if a developer were to wait until after the design was complete to begin his search for financing, then he'd certainly unnecessarily delay the project. On the other hand, there are several stages which must be completed prior to moving on to the rest. As an example, the feasibility study must usually be completed prior to discussing the project with any kind of financing source, as they'll require that information in their diligence and evaluation of the opportunity. Likewise, construction usually can't begin until the financing is completed, unless the developer himself makes the choice to self-fund some of the initial phases of construction, like the demolition and the grading perhaps. But the sequence of events and even the steps themselves do change frequently within a real estate development project. And this is actually one of the major reasons that a smaller developer can compete with some of the larger development firms, because they're more able to adapt as conditions change in the ground. But smaller developers must make absolutely sure that in their zeal to move quickly, they don't take shortcuts on quality. Just like constructing a building, the success of a development relies on the strength of the prior stages. So you can't properly build a roof on a house, for example, unless you first laid a strong foundation and constructed square walls. Likewise, you can't properly finance a project unless you've been thorough in your feasibility and your initial design of the project. Because the success of each stage so strongly relies on the quality of the prior stages, every developer must make sure to pay particular attention to detail and not rush through any of the stages in an effort to gain ground. If they do, they'll most certainly surrender that ground and much more later on down the road. So if you're planning the staging of your project, be sure to identify those certain critical path stages and then overlap the rest to ensure the most effective use of your time. But also make absolutely sure not to rush hastily through any particular stage, or you may find that your entire project has been built on quicksand. Good luck and have a great day.